Welcome. This is SO 305, Lecture 3, Tabulation, Presentation of Statistical Data. Introduction. In any statistical investigation, masses of data are obtained. In its original form, such a mass of data fails to give us any detailed information. It is necessary to summarize them. Therefore, the next step after figures have been collected is to lay them out in an orderly way so that they are more easily comprehended. The first task of any statistician is to reduce and simplify the details of the data so collected into such a form that the salient features may be brought out while still facilitating the interpretation of the assembled data. Therefore, the purpose of tabulation is to condense and therefore facilitate comparison of data. Tabulation is the first kind of elementary summary work in statistical investigation. The lecture discusses the presentation of data collected in form of tabulation. Objectives. At the end of this lecture, you should be able to identify types of statistical tables, describe the principles of table construction, and list the characteristics of a statistical table. Pre-test. 1. Mention types of statistical tables you know. 2. List the main characteristics of a good statistical table. 3. State the main advantages of any tabular layout in statistics. Content. Presentation of statistical data in a tabular form requires that you have the knowledge on 1. Types of tables, 2. Principles of table construction, 3. Characteristics of a table, and 4. Advantages of the table so constructed. 1. Types of tables. 3 types of tables are usually used in presenting statistical work. They are A. Source or reference table. This is a table on which further analysis is based. B. Working table. This is a sheet on which initial calculations are done before the final tables are arrived at. C. Summary or text table. This is a table found in books either to support the arguments presented or to have easy reference to them. 2. Principles of table construction. In constructing a table, students must know from the very beginning the purpose of the table you are to construct. A table should be constructed such that it is able to achieve its objectives as much as possible. To this extent, the following principles are to be observed. A. The original figures should be presented in an orderly manner. B. The table should show a distinct pattern in the figures. C. The table should summarize the figures effectively. D. The table should show salient figures which other people may use in future statistical studies. 3. Characteristics of a table. A statistical table has some general features which are given below. A. Simplicity. A table with too many details or which is too complex will be hard to understand and would, therefore, be of no use. It is better to construct a table showing only a little but which is easily understandable. B. A comprehensive, short, and explanatory title. A general title that is self-explanatory of the purpose of the table is preferred to a wordy title. C. Source. All the figures on a table come from somewhere. Thus, the source or sources of the figures must be stated, usually at the bottom of the table. Sometimes the information about the sources of the figure may be accompanied by a footnote. Footnotes explain any irregular figure or other aspect of the table. D. State the units used. There should be a clear indication of the units in which the data in the table are given, as in N, Nigerian, Naira, E, pound sterling, 000, that is per thousand. E, headings of columns and rows should be clearly stated. No form of ambiguity in meaning should exist in the headings of columns and rows. F, totals should be shown where appropriate. Totals are used in a table for the following purposes. I, give the overall total of a main class. 2, indicate that the preceding figures are subdivisions of the total. And 3, indicate that all the items on the table have been accounted for. 4, advantages of a tabular layout. The presentation of information in a tabular form rather than in a narrative form has the following advantages. A, it enables the required figure or information to be located more quickly. B, comparison between different classes can easily be made. C, a given pattern within the figures which cannot be seen in the narrative form is easily seen. D, it is concise and less voluminous. It occupies less space than the narrative form. Summary. In this lecture, we have discussed the issue of tabulation of statistical data. In this process, we mentioned the importance of tabulation, types of tables in presenting statistical work, and the guiding principles in table construction. To make statistical tables meaningful, the major characteristics were discussed, and we also briefly examined the advantages of presenting statistical data in a tabular form. We have come to the end of study session 3. Thanks for listening.